Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time we found this toll house and slaughtered those who were inside of it at the orders of a tiefling we had found out on the road. But for now,
someone there?
We have a rogue and we have an ornate wooden hatch to go and explore for thieving.
That smells ripe.
So there is a lovely smell emanating from down here. We've got heaps of boxes. I expect many of them to be empty. I don't know why we needed to climb up there to get into that crate, but sure. Padded armor, 11+3, medium. Do not need that. There's going to be a limit on how much stuff we can take just for the sake of trying to drag it along and sell it. But for right now, I'm just going to look for things that are actually more useful to us. Mauls and hammers and stuff will be exciting when we get things like barbarians down the line. But right now, not something that we need. Standard shield. Only Shadowheart is proficient in those at the moment, and she starts with one. Of course, we take all of the cheese. The wheelie big cheese. And how did I not know that spacebar is loot all? Lots of jewellery, good for selling. Potion of speed and basic poisons. And on the other side here, another set of crates. Sausages, a trident. 1d6 piercing, 1d8 piercing. Does not have the thrown property. I guess it's not a spear. I wonder if there will ever be instances where underwater fighting or anything would happen, because then tridents become really into their own. A ledger containing details of the toll house taking. 4 merchants came, 25 gold, 12 people, 100 gold. Not much going on there. Right, let's pull the party back. And then separate Astarion from the party. Now, do we have a key for this? We do. It was in Shadowheart's pocket, but I'm not going to take grievance at that.
Leave no trace. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Just gonna pop a crate on there, I think. More wine and rum. Let's light up the place.
Someone's left a trap out for us.
Let's cover that one as well. I think this works to defend ourselves from any problems. I don't think we need all of this wine. A broken club. Broken padded armor. Still just as effective as padded armor, apparently. I will take the good potions. I will take the water as well. That might have its own use later on. Is there actually any use for small bottles? You like throw them as a distraction or anything like that?
Traps. How considerate.
More excellent potions. More gold. And that's something to put on here. That will do. Traveller's chest. Gold and jewels. Sacks in the back not doing anything for us. Another traveller's chest. Empty that one.
What's in here?
Gonna have to go back to the druids and sell a bunch of this stuff at some point, and then we can hopefully then start to afford some of the other upgrades that we wanted. Of course, much harder doing upgrades when you're doing it for a party of 4 rather than just 2. There's a light hammer.
just help myself.
More booze. And more booze. Right, how about this one here? Alright, that didn't set anything else off. We've got even more containers and the like.
There are traps about.
Keep covering the ones we find. More padded armor. Obviously the people here weren't really concerned with being quiet. Poison I'll take. I'll leave looking through all the vases. But I will take the waters. That's going to put us at over encumbered. But that's fine. We can trade off some of this stuff to the others once we get back outside. Astarian's perception is doing incredibly well in here. I do kind of wish the game wouldn't tell you about the perception checks you fail. A war pick. Loads of jewellery. Anything on the desks? No, but I'll take more water if it's there. Another trap. Short bow. What's this? Clear area. Hiding in an obscure area will be caught on sight. Okay, that's because I'm sneaking currently. Just because it felt appropriate, really. And then we have the two thrones. If we sit on one... Can't reach destination.
Silent as the grave.
Can I reach this destination?
Seems I've done something, but not enough.
Right, let's... Can we stick something on there, please? And we need something on this side as well. How heavy does it need to be? Will a small pitcher of beer be enough? Absolutely will.
Don't linger.
Right, we can't run currently. But in here...
Be careful. There are traps about.
More traps, but look at all the stuff. So we'll stick that on there. Right, 2 gold. It's mine now. Studded shield, same as a standard shield. Great axe +1. I'll take the +1 stuff. I'll take the potion of healing. Potion of greater healing.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
Gold. Gold. Bronze necklace. Cover that with that and then open it. 69 gold. Nice. I'll take some metallic gloves and a helmet.
Mind if I do?
Don't need more shields or a greatsword. Another chest. Stones. Books. Boxes. Wine. Right. Don't need quarterstaffs or great swords. I think that's just about everything that we really want from in here. Of course, we could come and take all the generic stuff to sell it later, but that would be a little tiny bit excessive. I think this is a pressure plate that sets off all the traps that we've otherwise found. So we don't have to worry about that. Closed this door behind us, which is tricksy. But now we can walk out, join the rest of our party, and hand off some of this heavy stuff. Shadowheart, you could possibly benefit from a helmet, whereas the others, I don't know if they can or not. Although,
I could get used to this.
Didn't say we weren't proficient with those. +1 great axe. Cheese is pretty heavy. Pass some of that over. Let's just sort by weight. The spider egg sack we will use to our advantage at some point, I hope. And that balances us out for weight. So we can head back on upstairs with the whole party. And that is a whole lot of looting done. Now we can head on back out to the fresh air. Don't think these gnolls are going to have much on them, are they? Certainly not.
This way.
And I don't really think we need rib cages.
Over there.
There's
I wonder.
a person called Buckle might actually have something of interest. Arrow of ice, short bow, chicken egg, orange. Still need longbows. Haven't seen any of those yet. Although that said, Astarion did pick up a bow, didn't he? A light crossbow is 1d8 piercing instead of 1d6. And we get piercing shot instead of hamstring shot. But I still think we can sneak attack with it. So I'll take 1d8 for sneak attack instead of 1d6. Gale, you should have Nature's Snare. If you're going to ever use a quarterstaff again. Somebody should probably be wearing this handcrafted pendant. You've got a necklace, you've got a necklace, you've got a necklace, so Astarion can have that.
What a day.
We've got heaps of jewellery to sell. Does everyone have a potion of speed in case of an emergency? We should make sure... Oh, they got 2 there. 2 here. 3rd. And Gale does not have one yet. We'll swap out one of Shadowheart's. So everyone has potions of speed. We should also make sure the healing potions are split up relatively evenly. Otherwise, for right now, see, Gale has none, so he would be in a bit of a pickle. Now, I don't see any other potions of greater healing. So we'll split these. You've got 5. You've got 5. You've got 4. And Shadowheart, you can keep 10 on you. Because it's important you stay alive because you've got the ability to keep the others alive. More dead gnolls. I'm expecting these guys to not have much on them. And I don't think we need a milk can. Or several dozen milk cans. Alright. We've got a great big sea of blood down there. Another cave. Right, if there's a sea of blood, that means there could be danger. And Akidis currently only has 1 hit point. So we should probably get them healed in one way or another. It's a bit premature to short rest for the whole party. It would be nice if you could short rest on an individual basis. Obviously, everyone else would just be sitting around for an hour. But only Akidis needs the help right now. So probably just a couple of potions, even though that's not terribly efficient. That's better.
I'm ready.
Shadowheart, would you please put a helmet on? It's not as pretty as a circlet, but we'll have to deal with that. A magic ring story item. I don't recall that at all, but sure. Now let's get everyone sneaking.
Low and quiet.
All
we'll head out with Astarion in the front. You can see the river down below. Oh, we haven't gone back to see Karlach yet. So before we get ourselves into a pickle over here,
Cloak and dagger, my favorite.
let's hand in that quest effectively, saying, hey, we killed all those baddies up there that you were worried about. That's probably fairly pertinent. Get Kidis with his high charisma to do the talking.
Did you get the bastards?
Yeah, we did.
For now. But thank you.
Her mind touches yours. Gratitude, warmth, and relief. Then, a light, sharper than the truest blade, brighter than a star, that fills you with awe, forcing you to your knees. And from within, a winged figure steps forward, graceful and terrible. She places her hand on your cheek and smiles as she carves her name across your chest. Her words are spoken in the infernal tongue of devils, a threat or a plea. I don't belong to you.
She thinks she owns you? Who is she? Knows the Tiefling.
Zariel, fallen lady, defiled celestial, ruler of Avernus. I was her prisoner and her champion. She tried to break me. The paladins you killed were acting on her orders. She'll send more and worse.
And what will you do now?
I'm going from one hell straight into another. Home, to Baldur's Gate. I've got a score to settle.
You can't recruit her, can you?
I could use the company. But until I've shaken Zariel off my back, I'd only put a target on yours. My advice? Stay away from the city. When I catch up with the fuckers who did this to me, the streets will run red.
And so she takes her leave. Nothing left behind. And I think she's just going to disappear into the ether. There she goes. So, now we're down this end of things. We could go up towards the threat. We could move along the riverbed. Or we could head in to the front of the town centre. I think for right now we'll have a safer time at the town centre rather than taking on the larger, more deadly pack of assailants up the top. So
need to find a way forward.
Since we made it this far down, we'll hop back across the river. Jump up the other side.
How much farther can I go?
Here is the corpse that Scratch the Dog was defending. Lots of notes and letters. We'll leave his memories be. We'll take the apples. They would only go to waste otherwise. And
Wits and blades.
two of these guys are struggling to hop over the river today.
Quite ready for you.
Gale, are you going to be able to jump over, please? And is Akidis in the way, or Shadowheart?
Let's get on with it.
Still not quite got
Magic touch.
perfect pathfinding, but
Despite everything.
it's certainly been slightly better this patch than the previous.
Which way to the nearest library?
God, even just the mention of libraries gets me excited for what Baldur's Gate proper will look like when we reach it. Right, nothing up this small edge here.
Very well.
And we can't climb. We can pathfind up to there, but we can't climb up. We get 60 XP just for existing here.
If not over, then through.
But there are some knotted roots.
Never
And
wanted
this
to be
guy
a pal.
is sleeping.
Do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
Weapon blueprints. A master blacksmith.
You mean just waiting? Like a lovesick Not too refined here. Just quick ideas sketched out.
Right, so a sleeping creature is wonderful because if you attack a sleeping creature, not only are they prone, but because they're unconscious, you attack with advantage, and if you hit them, it will be guaranteed to be a critical hit so long as you are within 5 feet of the thing you're attacking. So if we sneak attack melee for 1d8 plus 3 plus 2d6, and it will be a crit if we hit, so it will be double that. And just as soon as initiative is rolled, they die immediately. So if we check out that, we can see we 1d20 with advantage plus 2 plus 3 was 23. Damage roll 13 on 2d8 plus dexterity modifier. And then our sneak attack was 18, that was an automatic critical. So we did 11 damage on our 4d6 for piercing. So that's the power of hitting something that is unconscious. We'll take this ring and the cash, but we'll leave the Morning Star. Although I'm intrigued to know what a Heart Stopper is. Tenacity. When you miss an attack, deal 1 bludgeoning damage anyway. That's very interesting. I've never seen such a property on a weapon before.
It is, as they say, empty.
Right, well we are now here, up in the village. One thing assaulted, and many more to find and kill. But for right now, that's going to be everything for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.